So before I start, kailangan ko lang po ng volunteer or participants to answer my question. I have a prize here, so I hope everyone will participate. Okay. Can anyone tell me, or do you have any idea who SGS is? Pag wala po nag-raise ng hands, iikot po ako. Sige po. Okay lang mag-participate po yung mga tables. Good afternoon po. Sino po sa inyo yung pwede pag-participate? May idea po ba kayo kung sino si SGS po? Any idea? Ay, gusto ko lang po malaman if meron kayong idea. Sige po, sir, please.
SGS is a testing and verification company.
Tama po yun, no? Please give him a round of applause po for participating. Thank you. With that, a simple gift from SGS, sir. Thank you so much. Happy eating. Yes. Okay. So let's start with my presentation. Sino nga ba si SGS? So by the way, my name is Okay. By the way, my name is Engineer Misley Yvonne He Gosu. You can call me Yvonne. I am a licensed chemical engineer by profession. So, I am the regional sales manager. I'm handling both environmental and health and safety, as well as the operations manager for health and safety. So, kung meron po kayong questions or concerns for environmental requirements, ito po yung details ko. Please do screenshot na lang po. Okay, so this would be my topic for this afternoon. So I'm introducing SGS, the environmental compliance for water and air. Ano po yung mga services na po pwede po namin i-help for the 10 minutes. And then consultancy and digital solutions. We have the GHG, carbon accounting and verification, biodiversity, asbestos risk assessment, and real-time air quality monitoring. So, tama si Sir kanina, no? SGS ay isang TIC company. So it's a testing, inspection, consultancy, and certification company po. So we are #1 world leader worldwide. It's a multinational company. We have 96,000 employees all over the world and 2,600 offices and laboratories. We have 7 focus areas and global service, local expertise. What does it mean, yung global service and local expertise? Aside from the local services that we offer here, dinadala din po namin yung mga practices from the other countries here in the Philippines. So these are our services: testing, inspection, certification, consultancy, and trainings. Our focus areas are connectivity and products, digital solutions, health and nutrition, industries and environment, knowledge, natural resources, and sustainability solutions. So I myself came from the Department of Industries and Environment. So our unique network, largest network of environmental specialists globally. Global team to manage large accounts and cross-borders coordinations, experience more than 120 countries in the past 5 years. So we have physical presence in 62 countries, 110 laboratories, 165 sampling locations, 80 offices, and we have 6,000 plus environmental specialists. So we are a diverse profession. So I myself is a chemical engineer. I also work with the environmental scientists, other engineers, as well as hydrologists and hygienists. So ito na. We will have 30 lucky participants na mananalo ng special prize. Just scan the QR code and submit the complete details. So later on, i-represent natin kung sino yung mga nanalo for this. So please take a screenshot na po. So our prize is the limited edition one. So please do screenshot. Okay. Next is, so we are on the environmental compliance, water and air. So ito po yung mga services na ino-offer namin for the mining industries. We have the water and wastewater testing, work environment measurement, source emission testing, ambient air monitoring, noise and vibration, air dispersion modeling, and the CGA and RATA. For the consultancy and digital solutions, we have real-time monitoring, air quality monitoring. So yung usual, yung traditional na ginagawa kasi natin is yung pumupunta yung inspector para mag-conduct ng sampling. With this naman, we have the real-time monitoring, both for the outdoor and indoor. So we also do indoor air quality monitoring, EIA, ECC, Preparer, TPEA, biodiversity assessments for marine, flora, and fauna, EDNA services, asbestos risk assessments, Legionella, and health impact assessments. So, the US EPA ranks indoor air quality as a top 5 environmental risk to public health. Okay, yung mga services po na ino-offer namin ay nakabase sa SDG. So, yung ating goals, no? Sustainability goals. So, we do our services para makapag-comply dito. So, for this afternoon, I'll be talking about the climate action and life on land. So, ano ba yung mga to? So, for the SDG 13 climate action, take urgent action to combat climate change and its impact. Seeks to achieve a climate-neutral world by mid-century and to limit the global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius with an aim of 1.5 degrees Celsius compared with pre It aims to strengthen countries' climate resilience and adaptive capacity with a special focus on supporting least developed countries. So for the SDG 15 naman, Life on Land, protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystems, sustainable, manage forests, combat desertification, and halt and reverse land degradation, and halt biodiversity loss. 6. We seek to protect, restore, and promote the conservation and sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystem. This includes efforts to sustainably manage forests and halt deforestation, combat desertification, restore degraded land and soil, halt biodiversity loss, and protect threatened species. I know lahat naman ng mining companies, no? Yan ang yung target. So, magkaroon tayo ng sustainable land. So, for the Philippines and climate actions, we have the DNR Administrative Order 2021-43. This is the guidelines on the establishments of the carbon accounting, verification, certification systems for forest carbon projects. Provides for establishing a carbon accounting verification and certification system for forest projects to encourage and support investments in activities that sequester carbon dioxide, avoid emissions from deforestation and forest degradation. So, lahat naman siguro po tayo, no, familiar with carbon sequestration. So we do an SGS, we do both verification and accounting. So paano nga po ba nakaka-capture ang carbon? So ito, ano lang naman, brief in overview. Ayan. So of course, yung mga, sorry. Okay, so this is the carbon cycle, no? So from the wood products can store carbon and substitute for emission-intensive products such as concrete, steel. So yung mga companies din po na nagpo-produce, katulad ng mga mining industries, manufacturing industries, of course nagpo-produce siya ng carbon dioxide. So sa SDG, paano ba natin ito masusolusyonan? There goes, yung carbon na imapupunta sa atmosphere will be absorbed by the forest, plants, para maging oxygen ulit. So this is the cycle of the carbon. Ano nga ba ang importance ng forest conservation and restoration? Forests are essential to keep global temperature rise to 2 degrees. Our best natural ally in reducing emissions while enhancing biodiversity and ecosystem benefits. Forests can contribute up to 4 gigatons of carbon dioxide per year to close the emission gap. They provide crucial reservoir of biodiversity, keep the planet cool and healthy, and contribute to the economic, social, cultural lives of indigenous people. So paano nga ba yung carbon sequestration na tinatawag? So first, of course, magkakaroon tayo ng letter of intent. Yan. Ito yung cycle, no? Paano nga ba natin nagagawang valuable yung mga carbon na nakokollect natin? So nagkakaroon siya ng monetary amount din. So from the letter of intent, so concept of note, yung first part. So we will have the documentary and technical review on the second, letter of acceptance, and then forest carbon project plan, FCCP validation. So pag nagkaroon na ng validated FCPP, magkakaroon na rin tayo ng assurance statement, and magkakaroon na rin tayo ng registry. Pagka meron na tayong forest carbon assessment report, diyan na papasok yung FCAR verification. After ng verification, saka mapupunta yan sa documentary and updating of CAVC as I mentioned a while ago, SGS can do both accounting and verification. So, for the carbon accounting, we can do scopes 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Next topic would be our biodiversity. We also conduct biodiversity, no? So, anong difference naman ni SGS with the other providers who can do biodiversity? For this year, we are launching the eDNA na tinatawag. Sa Europe, sa other countries, they all already do this. So in the Philippines, this is new. So for those who will have biodiversity with us with this year, we will offer you a free eDNA samples. So ano nga ba itong eDNA na tinatawag? Kasi yung biodiversity, may pupunta dun sa forest, tapos titignan kung ano yung mga makikita doon, magkakaroon ng studies. So anong difference niya sa eDNA naman? Okay, what is eDNA? This is a genetic material released. Okay. This is a genetic material released by an organism into the environment sampled via surface swabs, industrial fluids, air filters, plant extracts, water, and soil. So, DNA-based approach, this is a new and innovative biodiversity survey tool. So first, the taxonomy's expertise, not required on-site, kasi sampling kit lang yung kailangan eh. And then, standardized and reproducible, non-invasive tool din. So, wala tayong madi-disturb kapag ginamit natin yung eDNA na tool. Increased taxonomy resolution, higher ID accuracy, less labor-intensive, and time-consuming. So, paano nga ba siya naging less labor-intensive and time-consuming? Sa regular kasi na biodiversity, ang ginagawa natin, pumupunta tayo on-site, and then magtatagal doon kasi nga study siya. So, lahat na makikita, iti-take down notes. So, ito naman, mag-sampling lang tayo. So, pwede tayong mag-sample sa water, sa sediment or soils, sa air, sa swabs, sa whole organisms. So, saglit lang to. Pag kumuha lang ng sample, ilalagay lang natin ito sa sampling kit and then ipapadala natin sa SGS Portugal. Kasi meron tayo doon library ng mga 7,500 species or more para ipakita kung ano ba yung mga nandoon. So, meaning, kahit na hindi natin nakita on-site ng ating bare eyes, madidetermine pa rin kung ano yung mga species na nandoon via eDNA. Kasi nag-leave sila ng DNA pagka dumadaan. Yan. So, ito yung mga samples na makikita doon. Okay, this is a comprehensive report na generate naman ni SGS, no? On top dun sa biodiversity na traditional na ginagawa natin. So kung makikita nyo, mayroon ditong eDNA services report prototype. So lahat ng madidetermine na species doon, maglalagay tayo ng pictures for the appreciation of the elements. And then, meron din tayong report kung saan nakalagay, mas malalaman natin kung ano yung mga species na invasive na, kasi maku-quantify niya eh. As well as, at saka yung mga endangered, yan. Maku-quantify din natin yung naka-orange na part. Yan. Ganun naka-comprehensive yung ating report dito. Remember, kapag po kayo kumuha sa amin ng biodiversity, pag kami po ang nag-conduct ng traditional ninyo, this is for free, just for this year. At least meron po kayong improvements and makikita nyo rin naman po talaga yung difference. So, it's a very good tool. Okay, so we also do asbestos risk assessment. So, first, pwede po may mag-identify. Pupunta po dun yung mga assessors namin. Second po is kami naman din po yung nagte-testing. Yan. Okay, for this part, this is the real-time air quality monitoring. Ano bang difference ng real-time monitoring dun sa traditional? Katulad ng na-mention ko kanina, may pupuntang inspector para kumuha ng samples, tapos mag-aantay tayo ng few days para ma-release yung report. But with this tool, real-time mo na siyang makikita. So, paano po ba siya nababasa? Via cloud lang, text, message, o kaya email, mag-a-alert po siya, especially if may problem dun sa site. So, at least ito, makaka-action ka kagad kung sakali may parameter na nag-shoot up. So, lahat naman po ng parameters nakabase po dun sa aming equipment ay base po sa US EPA. This is also sensor-based. So, ito po yung unit namin, no? By the way, I'm not selling the unit. We don't do that. I'm selling the program. From the installation to calibration of the unit, kami pong bahala dyan. And then we will just give you the report. So, monitoring lang din po yung talagang gagawin ninyo. Kasi po, para less na rin po yung magiging workload sa inyo. Yun po yung purpose ng tool na ito. So, ito po yung mga parameters na kaya na niya. We have the VOCs, particulate matters from the PM1, kaya niya po yan. 2.5, PM10, yeah, so tatlo po yung kaya niya. And then detectable gases like SOx, NOx, H2S, kaya rin po niya. Yeah. And then we also have rain gauge. So this is also a weather station. Yeah, temperature, RH, atmospheric pressure. So, ano ba yung mga hardware features nitong unit na to? So, this can include up to 6 sensors in addition to standard temperature, RH, and pressure sensors. Reliable power supply or solar panel. So, since karamihan naman po gusto na ng sustainability, no? So, this one can also be tapped with a solar panel. So, embedded with SIM card, automatic connectivity to cloud, continuous real-time monitoring at multiple locations readings, user-defined interval. Ito pong unit po kasi na ito ay kung pwede makikita niyo po siya real-time. You don't have to go to the unit just to extract the informations via USB. Ito po via cloud na. So anyone can have the data as long as you have the username and the passwords. So, view locations on the map and see the latest data. For example, on a mining site, you have two units of this. Katulad po nung sa dulo, yung may mga yellow-yellow, yan po yung mga naka-install na smart cells. So, pwede niyo po siyang ma-view real-time din, lahat ng units dun sa cloud. This is also an offline data logging. So, ibig sabihin, for example, nawalan po ng kuryente, no worries kasi kaya pa rin po niya mag-capture ng mga data. Pag nagkaroon na ng kuryente, saka po niya ibabato sa cloud yung data, so real-time pa rin po siya. Ito po yung mga sensor specifications. So, kaya niya po yung temperature, humidity, pressures, particulates, PM1, 2.5, PM10, so tatlo po. Nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, ozone, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, hydrogen sulfide, nitric oxide, and hydrogen. VOCs, kaya-kaya din po. So, yung mga power options, pwede po ito sa mga main power, external battery, solar panel, street light columns. Usually, street light columns po yung mas accessible eh. Pero lahat po yan pwede. So, communications via Ethernet, Wi-Fi. Kung hindi naman po pwede yung Wi-Fi, pwede rin po via data o SIM card. Kami na rin po ang bahala doon. So, we will just have to determine kung ano yung klase ng signal na available on site. And then, So ito po yung sample assessments na generate po namin. So makikita nyo po agad, on a quarterly basis, ito po yung magiging resulta. So magkakaroon din po yan ng marketing side kung gusto nyo po siyang i-brand naman. So sa report po kasi nakalagay doon, syempre lahat ang gusto, 95% compliance doon sa Clean Air Act. Syempre, ibig sabihin, never nagka-problem sa site. So makikita po yun sa report. So we have the silver, gold, and the platinum. So, ito po yung itsura ng SmartSense. Yung nasa taas po, yung SmartSense, no? So ito sa gitna is the power supply. Weatherproof din po ito. Maliit lang po yan, kasi size ng laptop. Kasi kapal ng ganyan lang. Ganun lang siya kaliit. And the price of this one, this is less than 1 million. So, eto naman po, yung kanina is ginagamit natin sa outside. So, ang katumbas po niyan is for the ambient monitoring. This one naman po is ginagamit natin para sa mga indoor. For example, mga offices, yan, laboratories, pwede din po. Ang size naman po nito ay kasi, katulad po niya yung sa kamay niya, palm hand lang po, parang cellphone.